Hello Tanga, welcome to GullyClassroom. This is the second lecture in the chapter Globalization and Indian Economy in CBSE 10th Standard Economics chapter 4 Globalization and Indian Economy. This is the second lecture taken in English. Okay Kana, let us look at what we are going to learn. We are going to learn about what is globalization and what are the different factors that are affecting globalization. So we are going to learn about what is globalization and what are the different factors that are affecting globalization. First, globalization is made up of two components. What are the two components in which globalization is made up of? Globalization is made up of foreign trade and integration of markets. What is foreign trade? Foreign trade means you are going to sell goods that are produced in the country in foreign markets outside the country, and also foreign investors and foreign people can also invest in our economy. Goods that are produced outside the country can also be sold inside the country. That's basically foreign trade. Goods produced inside the country can be sold outside the country. Goods produced outside the country can be sold inside the country. It helps producers to reach beyond their market, country's market. It helps the producers to reach beyond their own domestic market to foreign market. Also, producers are competing with the foreign brands and selling their goods. Buyers have a greater choice of goods than that is domestically produced. Buyers are not restricted to buy the goods which are produced only in the country. They have the freedom to select goods with better quality, goods with competitive prices, goods which have greater durability, goods which have greater durability and quality. Okay, so that's basically foreign trade. What is integration of markets? Integration of markets means unification of markets. Foreign market and trade is opening up. What is opening up? Foreign market and trade is opening up, and because of this, as we have just seen, the choice of goods available to the customer is increasing, and the goods which are similar, are usually priced equally. The goods which are similar are priced equally, and due to these factors, the producers are closely competing and giving better quality goods at optimum prices for the consumers. Better quality goods with optimum prices for the consumers. Okay, so foreign trade is leading to interconnected and integrated markets. Foreign trade is leading to interconnected and integrated markets, and because of this, globalization is happening. Now, let us try to understand the definition of globalization. Globalization has a definition. It can be written as, it is a process of rapid integration and interconnection between countries. So between countries there is rapid integration, rapid interconnection, and because of this there is greater foreign investment and there is greater foreign trade across the countries. So across the countries, foreign trade is increasing, foreign investment is increasing, hence there is a rapid integration and interconnection between the countries. More and more goods and services, investment and technology are moving between the countries. What are moving? Goods and services, investment and technology is moving between the countries. Also, people are moving from one country to another country in search of better income, better jobs and better education. Better income, better jobs and better education. Okay, that's basically the definition of globalization. Can we look at a very small impact of globalization? It's actually a big impact, but as a whole of globalization, it is a small part of globalization. What is this impact, sir? Let us say in India, we are having a lot of toy companies. These toy companies are producing toys for the Indian consumers. But China is producing cheaper toys with newer design and sending it to India. The Chinese toys with newer design and cheaper rates are easily purchased by the Indian customers. The Indian toy makers are not able to compete equally with the Chinese manufacturers. So competition from cheaper toys newer design from China has replaced Indian toys, and the Indian toy manufacturers are thus facing a lot of losses as their toys are selling very less. Oh my God, how are we going to solve this issue, sir? How are we going to protect our producers? Okay, we will look how our producers can be protected in the next segment of the lecture. Yeah. What is the next segment? Factors affecting globalization. Factors affecting globalization. What are the different factors which are affecting globalization? With respect to globalization, technology is very important. Due to advancements in different technologies, globalization is growing like anything. Sir, give us an illustration, give us an idea. Investment in transport technology, especially container transport technology. What kind of transport technology? Container transport technology. What is container? Have you seen container trucks? The kind of trucks where there is a 40-foot container located on the back of a truck. 40-foot container located on the back of a truck. In that particular truck, you are carrying so much content, tons and tons of material is carried in a container. This container can be carried by ships, trucks and railways, because this container, once sealed, it can be carried by ships, trucks and railways. It can be transported from one part of the world to any part of the world. A container can be transported to one part of the world to any part of the world, and such a technology, a container transport technology, is ensuring faster delivery, longer distances and lower costs. Faster delivery, longer distances and lower costs of transportation. Also, nowadays, air transport cost has gone down and greater volume of goods can be easily transported, also cheaply transported by airlines. Okay, sir. What about the advances in information technology and communication? What about the advances in information and communication technology? Nowadays, everybody is having a mobile phone in their pocket, and this mobile phone is giving everyone instant access to any information. Am I right or wrong? This mobile phone in our hand is giving instant access to any information. Okay, so instant access to information is opening. Faster communication, we have email. What is email, sir? Instant electronic mail is called as email. We are having voice mail, and this is enabled by different technologies such as different equipment such as internet, computer, telegraph, telephone, mobile phone, which are indeed powered by satellite communication devices. So as the technology is improving, our globalization is also taking advantage, and all the countries are getting integrated and interconnected by the process of foreign investment and greater foreign trade across the countries. So people, technology, goods, services, investment, all are moving seamlessly between different countries. All are moving smoothly, seamlessly between different countries. Okay, sir. What is liberalization of foreign trade and investment policy? Liberalization of foreign trade. What is the word liber? Sir, I have learned this word somewhere. Wait, liber means free. I have learned it in French Revolution. So liber means free. Sir, in order to free something, first you need to imprison something. Am I right or wrong? In order to free something, you need to first imprison something. So what are we imprisoning here? We are imprisoning trade between countries through trade barriers. Trade barriers are nothing but restrictions which are placed by the government. They are limitations which are placed by the government. Sir, why is the government putting restrictions and limitations on trade? To regulate trade, to increase or decrease trade, to control what goods are coming into the country, how much that particular good is coming into the country. The government wants to control both the type of goods coming into the country and also the quantity, also the amount of goods coming into the country. This is called as trade barrier. So a trade barrier are restrictions which are placed by the government to regulate, which is increase or decrease foreign trade, to control both what goods are coming into the country and how much goods are coming into the country. A very good example is import tax. Sir, just before a couple of minutes, we learned that because so much Chinese cheap toys, Chinese cheap toys with newer design are coming into the country. Our Indian toy manufacturers are not able to sell their own toys, and the Indian manufacturers are facing a loss. If let us say I am putting an import tax on the Chinese toys, an import tax on the Chinese toys, so the Chinese will only be able to give import tax to our government and then sell their goods in our country and then sell their goods in the country. Because they are paying import tax, they need to increase the price of their toys. Because they are paying an extra import tax, the Chinese need to increase their rate of their choice. The Indian manufacturers do not have import tax, and hence the Indian manufacturers will be at an advantage. When Indian government is putting import tax on the Chinese toys. Are you able to understand how trade barriers are working? Trade barriers, a good example is import tax. India had a lot of trade barriers. Sir, give us a historical perspective. India after independence put a lot of trade barriers and investment barriers. Why, sir? In order to protect the producers of the country from foreign trade. Indian government wanted to give opportunity to Indian producers to grow and get their quality and get their system to in a such a way that they can compete with international producers. Indian government gave a lot of trade and investment barriers to protect producers within the country. Okay, sir. So Indian government allowed imports of only machinery, fertilizers and petroleum. Almost all countries give such protection to producers during their early stages of development, just to protect their producers, such that the producers will not get crushed by international competition. The producers need to grow to the level of international competition with the help of trade barriers. Okay, sir. So let me think. Liberalization means to get free, which means are the trade barriers being broken, and that is called as liberalization. Yes, Kana. Liberalization means removal of trade barriers or restrictions which are set by the government. So the government initially always is putting trade barriers. Later it is removing the trade barriers. Why, sir? To allow businesses to make decisions freely on their import and export. The businesses need to be given certain leeway, certain freedom in order to decide their export and import. Also, the foreign companies need to be given freedom to set up their factories and offices in our country. So, India in 1999 is adopting liberalization based policies. India in the year 1991 is adopting liberalization based policies. Indian government decided that the foreign producer competition is needed. Indian government is deciding, yes, we need foreign competition. Indian companies need foreign competition. Why, sir? To improve our quality. We need to improve our quality and we need to establish global standards. Also, we need to introduce advanced competitive technology in our country such that our industries can grow more efficiently. So, in order to improve the quality of the Indian goods, establish global standards within the Indian production industries, and also to introduce competitive advanced technology, Indian government is doing liberalization based policies. It is freeing up the market so that the foreign companies will be able to come and sell their goods over here, and Indian companies will also be able to take their goods and sell it over in foreign market. Indian companies will also be able to take their goods and sell it in foreign market. Okay, this is called as free market policy, because you are freeing the market. So this free market policy is supported by powerful international organizations like WTO, World Trade Organization. This free market policy is supported by powerful international organizations like WTO, World Trade Organization. WTO is a topic that will be covered in the next lecture. That's basically the end of this lecture. So how are we going to concentrate and learn this lecture? Study the factors affecting globalization more. In fact, study about liberalization. Give concentration on liberalization. Questions will be asked like, why did India put trade barriers after independence? What is the reasoning behind that? Why did India do liberalization based policies in the year 1991? Concentrate on the factors which led affecting liberalization. Also, factors affecting globalization. Factors affecting globalization. Also concentrate on the definition of globalization. That's basically the end of the lecture. I sincerely hope that you guys enjoyed this lecture. If you like this lecture, subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon and recommend our channel to your friends. Yeah, let us grow together. Cheers and thank you. I am having so much fun teaching to you guys. I am having so much fun teaching to you guys. Thank you, Datangam. See you guys in the next lecture. Thank you, Datangam. Thank you.